Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Millennial Money. My name is Lauren and I work for an online personal finance website called Money to the Masses. Now we cover a host of investing and personal finance topics. Be sure to go and check us out at our website moneytothemasses.com. We also have social media. Go and follow us on Facebook, Money to the Masses, Instagram at Money to the Masses, and our Twitter at Money to the Masses with the number 2. This week I'm going to be sharing the pros and cons of buying a house. Now if you've watched any of my previous Millennial Money videos, then you will know that I'm in the process of saving for a deposit to be able to buy a house. If you are currently considering whether you want to buy a property or rent, then some of these pros and cons may help you to make that decision. So the pros of buying a property: it offers you some security. So once you've bought a property, as long as you keep up the monthly mortgage payments, then you have a roof over your head and you won't get any surprises if a landlord decides to tell you that you will have to move out in a few weeks or months. Having a mortgage, once you've raised the initial deposit to be able to buy a house, the monthly mortgage payments can be cheaper than rent in some areas in the UK. Having your own home means that you can decorate it and renovate the house exactly as you wish because it is owned by you. You also may be able to extend the property and increase the value by doing work inside the house and home improvements such as improving the kitchen and the bathroom. Obviously when you are renting, this is something that you are unable to do freely because you have a landlord who owns the property. Also, if you own a property, then you can benefit from equity in the property. This is as house prices increase over the years. Another pro of having and owning your own property is that you will eventually own the property outright. So the idea of a mortgage is it is a long-term loan that you then pay off over a series of years, with eventually the view to owning the property outright and no longer having to make any mortgage payments. This is also great financial security for you in later life, which means that you will always have a roof over your head as long as you have paid off the mortgage. Another potential pro of owning a property is you are able to take out secured loans against the property. However, if you are unable to keep up payments, you are at risk of potentially losing your home. So what are the cons of owning a property? You do have to manage all of the home improvements by yourself. If something goes wrong with the property, such as the boiler breaks down, then you are responsible for getting this fixed, which can be expensive if you don't have the money available. Interest rates on your mortgage loan can fluctuate over time, which means you can be paying more and less at varying times across the mortgage loan. Obviously, you are able to remortgage to potential fixed deals, which allows you to fix this for a period of 2, 5, or in some cases 10 years. If property prices are to fall, it could mean that you are now in negative equity. This means that the value of the property falls lower than what the loan is that you are paying off. Another con of owning your own property is the large tax bill, which is stamp duty. Now, depending on the time that you're buying the property and how much your property is worth, will vary on how much stamp duty is payable. If you have a relationship breakdown and you have bought a property with somebody else, this can cause issues if you are owning a home, particularly when it comes to selling the property. If you are renting, it is easy for you to just be able to move out of the property and give notice to your landlord. If you are buying, there is a long process to try and move property and trying to get your equal share. So that is a tricky one if you have a relationship breakdown. And a final con of owning a property is it is difficult for you to be able to move home quickly. So similar to if your relationship breaks down, if you do want to move area or you'd like to move to a different property, it is not a quick process because of all the legalities of moving home. Then it can make it a series of months before you are able to change property. Obviously, if you rent, this could be a lot quicker depending on where you want to move to. So that's it for this week's Millennial Money video. If you have any questions, email me, Lauren at moneytothemasses.com. But if not, thank you so much for watching.